Hey there, I'm Kim, the Abundant Traveler, and welcome back to the channel. It has been a crazy 15 months because of COVID and the pandemic, but things are changing and we are starting to get back out there with vaccines and protocols for being able to travel again. One of the most important things that girls need when they travel is stuff for your hair. Today, I'm going to be discussing with you 15 different travel size, travel weight hair dryers that you can use in your travels. At the end, I'm going to share my favorites, so make sure to stay to the end. Please subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and I hope that you enjoy the video. All of these hair dryers can be purchased on Amazon, and I have put a link in the description below for each of the 15 items. So let's get started with the first set of hair dryers. The most important thing to look at when you're looking for a travel hair dryer is the voltage. Here in the United States, we are 125 volt. The first set of hair dryers that I'm going to be sharing with you are 125 volt only. Make sure that you do not take one of these hair dryers to a country that uses a 220 volt because it will burn up, explode, frizz your hair, fringe your hair, and maybe catch on fire. So be very, very careful about that. These are 125 volt only. So the first hair dryer I have for you is very much like an Apple product. It is called Conair, and it is an 1875 watt hair dryer, which I really like. It does have this removable piece that I cannot pull off at the moment. It is very fancy. If you like Apple-like products, it also has the hook and it has a surge protector on the cord, which is fantastic. It is foldable, looks really cool. If you're looking for a hair dryer to travel, it's, I would say, medium weight, and it is quite large, in my opinion, if you're going to be putting it in your suitcase. So the next two hair dryers that I have, I don't recommend for travel at all. I thought they would be amazing, but they're very cool hair dryers. So the next hair dryer I have for you is actually a Panasonic. It has this special technology here called Nano that accepts moisture. It is only a 1400 watts, so I'm not so sure about that if you have a lot of hair. For me, this is too big, too cumbersome, not very easy to hold. It is just way too big to travel with, and I kind of feel like using this, I should be on Star Wars or George Jetson. So the next hair dryer that I have for you is a Confu, and it is a 1600 watt. For me, I prefer an 1875. Also, look how gigantic this is. It is great if you want a home hair dryer. It's really cool looking, but for me, it's just too big to be traveling with, and it's a little cumbersome and hard to, it's just a little bit uncomfortable in my hand. Check out this cute little thing. It's like a mini Dyson, except it is not a Dyson. It does not operate like a Dyson. Does it look like a Dyson? Yes, but it doesn't operate like one. But it is a 800 watt hair dryer. 800 watts. To me, all it does is push around my hair. It did not, when I tried to use this, I actually had to go get another hair dryer to dry my hair. It's cute, it's compact with a very, very long cord, but it did not work just because it doesn't have enough power to it. The next hair dryer I have, I'm actually going to keep because I really like this hair dryer, except it does not fold. This is a Remington, you can see here. It has 3 speeds, it is super hot, it is an 1875 watt. I like this hair dryer a lot. Also, it does not eat my hair. Ladies, we all know what it's like to use a cheap hair dryer where it eats your hair on the backside. So one of the things that I really like about this Remington is it has the ion technology, so my hair is not frizzy and my hair is actually quite smooth and not tattered at the ends because my hair does turn into straw. Also, if you are eco-friendly, it does have an eco-friendly setting. Again, I think this is a winner. And when you're changing in between 125 and 220 volt, a really easy way to do it is to take a coin, like a penny or a dime, and just put it in there. You actually twist between the 125 and 220, so just something to note. The next is Melantia. One of the things I do like about this Melantia is the fact that it comes with lots of goodies. So it's got the diffuser here, and it comes with the targeted area that you put on here so you can actually straighten and do all of your curling products, all your types of things that all of us girls do when we are drying our hair. Just so you are aware, I have a lot of hair, but it's very thin and very straw-like as a blonde, and so these are hair dryers that work for me. I did have a girlfriend of mine try these out as well. She has this big, gorgeous, lush, dark, really thick hair, and her answers were very similar to mine, and she doesn't travel quite as much and much more domestically. She did like the Remington as well, and she did like one that is coming up, so I'll definitely share that with you. The next one is the Andis quote-unquote fold and go. This is the only hair dryer I found that had the pull cord like this. The problem is that pull cord fits inside here, which means that you have a square handle, and with that square handle, it is very cumbersome to actually use. It is gorgeous, it is big, and it has the 3 speed settings. It also has the cool button. Great hair dryer, but I don't think I would recommend it to travel with. The next one is called Chi-Tech. This is another foldable, so it's lovely. It has a removable air filter here, has a nice long cord and a surge protector. You have the 2 settings. You do not have the cool button on this. It is more compact. It is more lightweight, but with 1400 watts, I don't know if I would suggest this one all the time. When you are buying a hair dryer, if you don't need all the wattage, then some of these hair dryers would be a better fit for you than they are for me. I just prefer the 1875 watts. One of the runners up as to my favorite, this is your old school Conair 1600 watt hair dryer here. So this particular hair dryer is 1600 watt, so it's almost a winner for me. It has the 2 speeds, and it has the 120 and 125 and 220 volts. This is the first hair dryer that actually has that. It has the surge protector, super lightweight. It is amazing. It has, some of the mechanisms to fold they don't feel like they're gonna last very long, but this one feels fantastic. The thing with this is like your old school hair dryer. I have a feeling it might eat my hair. I did not dry my hair long enough to know if it's gonna eat my hair. And then this one I thought was really cool. It just says folding hair dryer. I wish it would give me a name. But this particular hair dryer, I thought it was really nice. It is super lightweight. It is almost the same lightweight as this, but it's a little bit bigger. This says that it is 125 and 220 volt. You can actually see on the box here with the voltage. However, I could not find the switch between the 2 on this hair dryer, so I'm not sure where it is. So let's move on to the last 5 that we have today. So check this little guy out. This is the Babyliss nanotechnology. It is tiny, 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 tiny. Tiny, itty bitty tiny. It is only 1000 watts, but it is so small. I wish that the cord was actually a little bit smaller, a little more petite, but this is amazing, this little guy. And it weighs absolutely nothing. It is a cutie. So the Conair 1600 or the Babyliss, this 1000 watt is what I'd recommend if you are crunched for space. Next, we have the Hot Tools product, and this Hot Tools, it's our signature series, Ion Travel technology, and this is the thing that I don't love about this is, as I mentioned earlier, this, when it pops open, it doesn't feel super secure. It feels like it's going to break anytime. Has your 3 speeds, has your cool. It's actually nice to hold. It feels good. It feels great. It dries really well, but I just don't know if I would do that with that folding. The next is a 1875 watt, which of course I've raved about the whole time. This is a Revlon product. round here takes up so much space in your suitcase. I don't know if I would use this. It has the cool, it has the 3 speeds, it is great. I mean, it's nice, but just based on its sheer thickness, I don't know if this would be my favorite as well. It does have the hook, it does have a nice long cord that you can use. It's great. It's not super heavy, it's just a little big. This is the other Conair. So this Conair is the 1875. As we were talking before, I showed you the 1600 that is more compact than this 1875. This 1875 has a cool button on it and the 3 speeds. And again, you can see, as I mentioned here, you just take a coin and go from the 125 to 220 volt. This is actually probably the #1 winner if I'm taking just a travel foldable. The Revlon that is not a foldable for 1875 and this Conair that is foldable. If, again, size is super important to you, this 1875 is more cumbersome, weighs a little bit more than the 1600, so it just depends on you. So this little guy, 11K and Co, is the last hairdryer of the 15. This little guy is so cute, so compact, so lightweight, has a little cord here where you can hang. For me, it just doesn't have enough power. So let's recap out of the top 15 that I found on Amazon. Again, the links for all of these hairdryers are in the description below. My 4 favorites, they're favorites for different reasons. So the #1 for being compact and amazing and tiny and dryability is the Babyliss. This again is a small wattage, but it acts like a big hairdryer. It's quite small, super compact. This I would say is #1 for being compact and fantastic. #2 is the Conair 1600 watt. Again, super small in comparison to the Babyliss. You can see right there. They're about the same size. I would say they're about the same weight. So these two are the 2 that I recommend for being the best for compact. And then I would say, I am going to say the Conair 1875 is my favorite for travel, being compact and foldable. If it's foldable, that's important to you. I think it's important when you travel. My favorite all up is not a foldable. These 2, the Remington, this Remington weighs about maybe just half a pound more than the Conair. That's why I'm going to keep both of these. I love all of them, all 4 of these, but this is a definite keeping at home. This is a definite to keep when I travel. So I hope that you found this video helpful. I hope to see you out there traveling the world. I am Kim, the Abundant Traveler, and I'll see you on the next hair drying adventure. Take care, y'all. Bye. 2 looking right there, looking at ya. 1, 2, 3. Please subscribe and please make sure that you do not take a 125 volt country. Make sure country.